describe in detail a particular scenario or incidents where you utilized your own philosophy on leadership? Might be that ice storm, but I want to answer it for you.
Well, that obviously is one, but my philosophy on leadership is pretty simple.
Okay.
It is, you forget the politics.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, you decide what the right thing is to do. And then number two, you figure out how to get it done.
Mm-hmm.
And you let the politics take care of itself.
Mm-hmm.
And I have found in my life that good government's good politics.
Mm-hmm.
If you do the right thing, most of the time the politics will take care of itself and you'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
But if you allow yourself in political life, if you allow yourself to put the political concerns
Mm-hmm.
ahead of doing what's right, you're not going to do your job.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately today, we got too many politicians that it's the me generation. It's what's good for me.
Mm-hmm.
How can I get reelected? Oh, if I do that, it's be controversial and it might be the right thing to do, but gosh, people might get mad at me because they won't understand and I might not get reelected, so I'm not going to do that. And that's the kind of thinking that's out there these days in so many politicians' minds, and that's not good, either for this state or for this country. That's what we did with the Affordable Care Act.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just said, look, this isn't politics. Let's do the right thing. Politics will take care of itself. And if it doesn't, that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? If we can bring health care to every single Kentuckian and I lose, okay. I mean, I'd be okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
Because we would have done something very meaningful for people. Fortunately, we did it and I won re-election. Because we did it the right way. I think we went out and I went around the state and I said, look, you don't have to like President Obama.
Right.
And you don't have to like me because it's not about him or me. It's about you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about your children. It's about your family.
Right.
So just do me a favor. Won't cost you a dime to go on that website and just take a look at what you might be able to get in terms of health care. I'm going to guarantee you something. You're going to like what you find.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? They liked what they found. I mean,
Yes,
500,000 Kentuckians in 18 months
Mm-hmm.
signed up.
It was the most successful one in the country, if I'm not mistaken.
We were the model for the nation. The president, again, called me about 10 days into this when, you know, our system worked, our health benefit exchange worked, and theirs crashed.
Right.
The federal government crashed.
Oh, yes.
So he calls me
That's all
about
they
10
talked
days
about.
in, and he said, Steve, I just want to call and thank you for showing the world that this can work.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, well, Mr. President, I appreciate that, but I couldn't have done this if you hadn't gotten it passed.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you're going to make yours work because you're committed to it.
Sure.
And we talked for a minute, and then he, right before he hung up, he said, by the way, he said, do you have any techies you can send me? Maybe we can get ours working.
I like that.
But you know, he even gave us a shout out in his State of the Union address in 2014. That millions of people around the world heard Kentucky is doing this right. Kentucky is the place you ought to look to. Now, how much is that worth in terms of attracting new companies coming in and people to move into your state, you know? So it was a very proud moment for Kentucky.
That's great.